Hello everyone and welcome back to a Gran Turismo time trial where we're in the brand new car, the Nismo 400R. Now this one could be an annoying one for you, but what exactly are we doing? We're at Tokyo Central. It's the clockwise layout. Nismo 400R, as I've already said. Sport soft tyres, gold difficulty is definitely hard, and a gold time estimate of a 1:23.3 because I can see lots of time still available even after this lap. My wheel kept moving slightly, so I need to make sure I get that sorted, and I am on a brand new wheel, which does mean I definitely have improvements there as well. Now, if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel, and if you do like this video, do give it a like as well. I do appreciate all the support. Without further ado though, let's jump into this lap then. And first of all, let me explain the start here. You want to short shift your way through this last corner. It's got a gear delay in terms of changing gear, so just short shift to fourth gear. Low end of the car, the turbo hits, so it does pick up very quickly. And what we're going to do is head towards turn number one then. And on the left hand side, you've got that white sign there on the left, okay? That is your brake marker for turn one. Now with this car, you sort of want to get it rotated and sort of do a four-wheel drift a little bit. I would recommend staying in fourth gear here, and it's all about not hitting the walls. If you hit the walls, you instantly invalidate your lap. So I'm trying to get as close as possible without hitting them as I accelerate through there. I noticed I lifted a little bit because I was worried I was going to understeer into said walls. This next turn, you're essentially going to turn at that bridge that I've highlighted there on the left-hand side, but I was using the arrow as my reference, so I'm turning before that arrow, and I want to aim on the inside. Now, you are going to get a bit of understeer here, so you can aim towards the inside barrier a little bit, and you want to just let off a little bit, and I noticed I let off a little bit more there, but accelerate through. Short shift to fifth if you can going down the hill. That will save you a lot of time, although I short shift a bit later on. The reason I say do it down the hill is because it's going downhill. Like, gear delay then is reduced, and I did that on future laps. I just didn't get the right lap in to give you that time. Head up here then, the yellow sign on the left hand side with the black arrow in. The second you pass that, the very millisecond you pass that, you're going to hit the brakes. The car's going to get very light. Again, you want to start turning into the corner to allow it to rotate a little bit here. Notice how I do that there. And then what I'm looking for is that second yellow sign with a circle on it. That is my accelerating point. The second I see that, I'm like, okay, on the gas I go. Full throttle, 100%, we should be able to make this corner. You notice I've gone on 50%. I'm literally going to 100% right now. As I've seen this, you should see me there. There I go. It's a bit hesitant there. That cost me some time, so do be careful of that. You don't want to be hesitant. You just want to go for it. Right, we can breathe a little bit as we get towards the crest of this hill here. Now, I've highlighted the left-hand side where it goes from like where the light is to where the light isn't in terms of the barrier there. You can use that, but I'm actually using just the crest of the hill. As I hit the crest of the hill is when I'm going to brake, and I'm going to stay in fourth gear. I don't go to fifth here, fourth gear, just for the extra engine braking as I go onto the brakes here. As I turn in, I want to start accelerating quite early here. The car does grip very well in the tunnel. Just be careful about that wall. And on the left-hand side, you got these signs. Okay, this is the second one on the left-hand side. It's got a red light above it. Now, you can use this. This is exactly where I am going to start braking. I more was using the yellow sign again up ahead as a bit of a reference here. And essentially, I want to brake early, turn in, and then accelerate through this as quick as possible. I want to try and maintain 100 miles an hour. Don't quite do it on this lap, but it's definitely possible as I go up here. Now be careful about hitting the wall at any point here because it will invalidate your lap. And as I come around here, I'm actually going to lift off a little bit because I got a bit scared. I did get a bit scared, but you can do it flat, trust me. Heading towards the last few braking zones, and you see these highway marks on the road there. I'm using them as my brake marker for this left-hander. You want to brake early for this one. In fact, most of the corners, you brake earlier than you realize because it's actually safer and better to do that in this car. I'm using those highway markers here. Third gear for this one. Turn in, accelerate as early as I can again. Using those yellow signs if you want to use them in any way as accelerating markers. And as we head towards the last corner, you got the yellow sign on the left. It's actually after that. It's actually more towards the second sign, which is more towards the middle of your screen there that I've highlighted. The one with the right turn on it. They are your brake markers for this corner. Now, remember what I said at the start of this video. You short shift to fourth if you're going to start a new lap, but you want to stay in third gear potentially at the end of a lap. Now, what you're using here are, again, those yellow signs that are on the road on the inside there. So the first one here is my accelerating marker. I've actually short shifted to fourth gear. This is actually slower if you're actually on a really good lap. Third gear is actually better, but because I was trying to get my laps in, I just short shifted to fourth gear to try and continue to run through here. And that's what I'm going to do as I head on to the next lap. However, this is giving me my fastest lap at the time. Once I've adjusted my wheel, I'll probably go on again and improve it a bit more. A 1:21.7 for you. Let's go on a fast lap then. As we head towards turn one, the white sign above there, we brake, we turn in. Just be careful of understeer as we accelerate. Just a bit hesitant on the throttle there. Before the yellow sign, we turn in. Now, we're going to be careful as we go over here. We'll start to understeer a little bit. I'll recommend short shifting here to 5th gear rather than waiting like I do. However, you know, it swings and roundabouts, but I would prefer that. Personally, that's what I was doing earlier or later on after this lap. And up here then, you got a yellow sign on the left-hand side. Brake just after that. Drop to 4th gear. Turn in and really try and get tight here. The second yellow sign there. Start accelerating through. You should make the corner and continue on. We're looking for around 37.3 if you're really on for rank 1 there. That's what we're looking for here. As we head over towards the crest of the hill, hit the brakes as we go over the crest. As we go in here, to avoid hitting the barrier, accelerate quite early. The second red sign left there it is. Hit the brakes, turn in, start accelerating through this corner very quickly indeed, and trying to stay as close to the barrier, but just not touching it there as we continue on through the lap. Right, we're going to go towards the right hand side and then the left here. I got a bit scared, so I did lift a tiny bit there, but you don't have to lift. You can do that flat. The highway markers are your next brake marker. We're going to go down to 3rd gear for this one, and we want to accelerate through this corner as quick as we can. Over towards the right hand side, then over towards the left, then the yellow sign on the left, we hit the brakes. Remember, looking for that yellow sign here. We start accelerating there to make it through the corner and head towards the line, which once again is a 121.7. Very hard one, this one, as I say. With the wall invalidations, it can get very tricky indeed. But that is going to be it for me, folks. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully those tips help you get that goal time. As I say, you want to do a bit of 4-wheel drifting and use those yellow markers. They are a big advantage here at the Tokyo track. If you like this video, do give it a like, subscribe to the channel, stay in touch with all the latest content. There is 2 videos there, including last week's time trial for you, and also the patch video as well. Once again, a big thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in another video or live stream again very soon.